Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
It's more a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true, just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Rodri goes looking wide. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri, can he get it through? Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bullish header! Howson gets it clear. Chips it through. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Pelé.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, what has happened? Decent chance! They've scored! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Chouameni. Scholes is the Rijkaard is the guilty party there. And he is going into that little black book. And he's intervened well there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Bernardo Silva. Howson. Scholes. Now it's Pelé, and he's lost his man here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And this is Scholes. Cross needs to be good. Now he's got space here. Oh, easy pickings there. And this is Scholes. And it's Scholes! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Scholes. He's being urged to shoot. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Scholes. That looks a good ball through. shot could be... And the finish! They've got to be quick to recover this. Crosses it in. Chance, surely! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Please turn
How's the
your
first half
attention to the
compared with your
screen for
expectation?
information
Okay,
provided
they
by
got
the
hit
local
with that
police.
one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Madrid can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
He is through here. Danger averted for now. Referee's given a throw. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So we're up and running.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
Shapes to shoot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Substitution on the field.
Pelé.
Number 21.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Coming on to replace him is
Somewhat off target.
number 10.
Batistuta for a shot!
Substitution.
Pelé! So just a one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. That has not gone well. Yamal in acres of space out wide. James. Madrid are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
This looks... He's having a shot! It's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
He's a sharp little ball here. Chouameni, still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Batistuta. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Madrid with the corner. They're first. Defending of the desperate variety. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Rodri. Scholes. Madrid can, of course, make a change whenever they choose. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Scholes, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's going for goal! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
2
Yamal
minutes has
is
been
wide
indicated.
and looking to get onto this. He's found a way through. Goes for goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So it's back to business. Now it's Rivaldo. Looking for the run, and that interception was most necessary. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that looks a decent ball. He's onside. There's the shot. They scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
He's tried one! Just off target.
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range. Such good technique.
Look at this, it scores!
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Kukçu. Oh, nicely intercepted. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. And that is a little undercooked. Batistuta! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Thuram. And that's a dangerous ball. Shoots! They've done it! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
The goal scorer.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. Keeper was never going to stop it.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Substitution in progress.
Kirkchu. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And that has been clubbed away. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Decent chance! And he hits the net! And they're back in front! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He is through here. Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played.
Great chance! That's got him rattled. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that's gone loose.
Oh, really well played.
There will be 5 minutes added
Linton.
time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that was vital. Rijkaard. Ronaldinho, a player so deserved. And time is up. Madrid can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. A truly emotional roller coaster. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
I would have to say Victor Osimhen, Peter. Africa has always produced some outstanding striking talents, and this is the man I see as the latest in that line. He's fast, he's powerful, he's very athletic, and he looks the perfect man if you want to hit on the counter-attack.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. It's a searching pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Looking for a runner. Howson calmly anticipates. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pelé aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He's got away, and he was alert to it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Doué. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And he's managed to get free. Doué! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Doué clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Pelé, good purposeful running this. Yamal on a strong run down the right. Yamal pings in across. And he's gone direct here. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Plenty to aim at here. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Caceres powering forward here. Pelé. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Scholes. Xavi Alonso. Nicely shaped ball. Well read, nice interception. Chouameni and Scholes. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the first 45 minutes are up. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please have your entry tickets.
How would you review the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Howson. Now, he's got space here. Howson attempts a clearance. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Now there's takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Chouameni. And it's Cáceres. Great defending, strong and determined. Out for a throw. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Carvajal is always looking to play quality balls. Pele. Now that looks a decent ball. Pele. Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without complication. And it's Carvajal. And there's the shot! Oh, that was close.
Substitution.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur.
Well, you have to feel a little for the player being taken off here. I think he's been made the scapegoat after that, but I guess something had to be done. I suppose it did need a little change.
Scholes. Nicely spread. Yamal gets into some space. And this is Pele! And the finish! He's missed, but not by that far.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 2 then. And it's hoisted clear.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Iwobi. Searching pass he's played there.
There will be
Well, that
3
had the
minutes
makings of
added
something quite
time.
promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Carvajal. So that's it. It is all over. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So here we go, yet another page in this long rivalry that has
Hello,
existed
everybody,
between
and
two
welcome
grand
to today's
teams.
match.
One that looks as though it will continue no matter what else happens, no matter what the hand of fate deals both of these parties. It has the look of a glitzy, grandiose occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it is time to let them at it.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Played into space out wide. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Yamal.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Well, they've got it again. Knocks it into space. Out to the right. And it's Scholes. Scholes, chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Bebeto is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Bebeto charging forward, the ball at his feet. Neatly clipped into space.
Bebeto really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Played out wide. Bebeto! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Scholes. Threads one in. And there's green grass ahead of him. It's a pretty loose pass. Caceres. Eto'o. 5 minutes till the break. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Not the most accurate pass. Rodri. And it's Carvajal.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bullish header! And it's half-time here. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Solid. Very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine...
Oh no, what has happened here? Madrid have reclaimed it. Pele gets flagged offside. Just eases him off the ball. Carvajal. That's a throw.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right player for that. Eto'o, Cruyff, and he's managed to get free. Shoots! Dispatched clinically. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
It's a promising position. He has found a way through. Mbappe, can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Steaming on goalwards. Priol with a fine tackle.
Really well played. He read that perfectly.
It's a good spell of possession, this.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Corner number 2 then. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nice interception, well timed. Now it's Cruyff. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's fabulous.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now it's Cruyff. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's tidy. And this is Scholes. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening. The
match.
skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, I think it's going to be hard, Peter, not to pick out the very talented Michael Elise here. We love his creativity and his ability to...
Great chance! Goal! The ideal start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence. Pele really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
Senegal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Yamal going face-to-face with his rival. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And that's put paid to a promising move. Ronaldinho. And it's Simons. Puyol calmly anticipates. Scholes. Good driving run. The ball has bounced loose now. And he's on his way! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last we'll see of him. Knocks it into space. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's hit it long. And it's Scholes. Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And he's lost his man here. Chance for a shot! Goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 28 minutes is...
The lightness of step,
Number
the
8.
sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Senegal grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That has been cut short. Ronaldinho. And this is Bojan. Rodri kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Mbappe, distributed tidily. Yamal. Cross needs to be good.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Tries to play it through. Elise. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Yamal looking to get on the end of this.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Simons. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So once again, we're underway. And that was nowhere near his best. That has ended up in no man's land. Fiore. Rijkaard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Puyol. Bojan. He's on it. Can he get away? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Yamal. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Yamal. He has found the way through. Very nicely done. Flings in across. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Rijkaard can get it clear. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's a sharp pass. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure.
Takes a shot! Goal! Senegal! And the comeback is complete. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
And the shot! Oh, what has happened here? Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, it's a great ball here. Ronaldinho. Now it's Pelé. Lovely pass, but can he get... Shot, surely! They've done it! It's level again! What a match we have!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Can he get on the end of this? Simons. Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! And that may just do it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Number 8.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Senegal take what looks to be a decisive lead. And time is up. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I say I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me.
And that pass is somewhat less than... And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Rodri can get it clear. Can he get it through? Fiore. Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. Big chance, must be! Oh, he goes for a shot! And it's a goal! There is the breakthrough! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Shoots! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Fiore. That was good alertness. Scholes. And it's Scholes. Looking for options for movement. It's Pele! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. It's a mighty... It's hit the upright. Has another goal! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch. Sumptuous second.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.